Oh God, you we got 4 spots.
All right.
I cannot.
We were 4. We were 2.
We were 3.
No, we were 2.
No, we were 3.
No, we were 2.
We're only down by 80.
All right. Let's go ahead and so everybody has a character sheet in the Roll20, right?
Yeah, I guess.
In the journal.
In the journal, yep.
Is that guy smoking a bomb?
Looks like it. Okay.
No, bro, he's Curse of Chad.
All right. So if you guys have all looked over the house rules already, do you guys have a problem with any one of those rules?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I can win right away. I don't like that.
I agree.
I don't know what a cantrip is. I've never used that. I've never heard that term used in like modern day time.
You don't get spells, so don't worry about it.
Oh, wow, that's concerning.
Pretty sure I previously read over all of them, and I was fine with it, so I'm not going to raid over them again.
If Jaylee doesn't
Alright.
tell me how to fucking turn on my goddamn web camera on this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Chris, do you have a problem with any of the house rules?
Yeah, I want to do more fighting. I mean, I'm okay with you limiting some of the fighting, but I mean, you just gotta let it play. Let the boys play, coach.
I don't know what you mean by that, so we're gonna move
Shut the
on.
fuck up, Chris.
Okay, so expectations for the campaign. I have actually put a little bit of money into this one,
Nice.
so I would appreciate greatly if no members of the party were active hindrances to other members of the party this time around.
I don't know what you mean.
You killed my pig.
You killed my pig.
It was it was funny.
This motherfucker.
Let's not repeat that.
Brody, how do I pull my dice out again? Never mind, I found it.
There you go. On top of that, I need you guys to.
Someone's playing.
All right. Is there a way to keep anyone from doing things? I don't think
I
so.
won't do that again, but let me just roll a perfect 20, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, what is this? Oh, I got a 5, never mind.
All right. So, one thing I will say that I need you guys to like get about this very quickly, or else it could mean a miserable time. Curse of Strahd.
I'm not really good at getting things, Brody.
I know, but I'm gonna try to put it simply for you. So, Curse of Strahd is a campaign that is potentially very, very deadly to the characters. There are going to be times where it is a better choice for you to run than to fight. You will not win every fight in this campaign. Period. If you try to win every fight in this campaign, you will TPK.
TPK.
That is a fact. So, if you guys understand that and are okay with that,
It's abbreviated, so it means that it's fun. Right?
yeah. Like, and it's not late in the campaign. It starts.
It starts.
within the first 4 sessions. Like, there are 2 or 3 times where if you try to fight, you will die. And it continues, like, throughout the campaign. Sometimes you have to run. And I just want to impress that on you now before we get started, so that nobody has expectations otherwise.
It sounds
okay?
like a challenge.
Don't worry, guys. I got a res.
He's already wanting to kill us.
All right. I have one more thing that I need everybody to participate in. There is a So the way this campaign works is every time you play it, it's slightly different. Not everything is different, but the important things are all different. And I need everyone to roll a d20 for me.
So we're rolling on whatever it's called, right?
Roll 20.
Ooh, gotta love that echo.
Clayton, that's not a d20. There
I
you
rolled fudge. My bad.
Did I roll?
You did.
I rolled really well.
Chris just needs to roll.
How do you fucking roll on this?
Fine. Jalen, show him how to roll.
Look over to the left. Look at the dice on the left.
It's on the. You see that like drop down boxes over there?
You can
Yeah,
also
just
do
one D20.
/R.
Then click on D20.
Big boy.
Alright, so I just won the game.
Dum-ba-da-bum.
I'm going to push the top down and like
That works, by the way.
What
Fuck.
the? Oh, /R 1d20. Oh, I didn't put a space.
Wait, who drew fucking tits and a dick on Chad?
Okay.
And a bong.
So who rolled the lowest? Cole. First, I need you to roll a d4 for me.
Cole's dead.
Okay. I was just practicing the d20 roll there. Give me a second. Boom.
Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
look at
All right,
that
you rolled a
roll.
4. Now I need you to roll a d10.
D10.
Now pat your head and rub your tummy.
All right. And I'm going to make a note of this real quick in my own private channel.
Did Cole just die?
Probably. I hope so.
Just get it over with now, you know?
Yeah. Just finish it.
Okay. Wait, did you guys get that notification?
Yeah,
Can you see that?
No, I don't see shit.
3 of spades.
Oh,
Where?
only Jalen. Only Jalen can see it. Jalen, don't look at that channel ever.
Why could Jalen see it?
What
Because
channel?
it's in the Whispers channel.
Oh, the DM locked channel.
The
Yes.
Whispers channel?
No, the DM channel. Okay, next up is Clayton. Clayton, roll a d4.
If I must.
Are we rolling to see who gets an STD?
Perfect one! I think we're rolling for
Clayton,
health.
Roll a d10 for me.
Clayton definitely got AIDS.
Dude, if my character has to start with AIDS, I might not even play.
You got it from Chad. That's my headcanon.
Okay. Who rolled the next lowest? That would have been.
Me, I think.
Oh, I was supposed to roll.
Hey,
a
whoever
d20.
whoever
I'll
drew
just
the
go last.
big ass dick in the chat, can you just delete that already?
It was
All right.
you.
So Jalen, go ahead and
How do you
roll
do
a
that?
d4.
Talking about that one?
All right. Now roll a d10.
Hey.
Higher doesn't mean anything for this.
Hey.
So
This thing is AIDS. What
Oh,
the
shit,
fuck?
Brody.
Come on.
all right. Now, Chris, I need you to roll a d4. All right. Now, this is going to be weird. I need you to roll a d3, which isn't one of the normal options. R/R1d3. Like I typed up above. I can type it again if you need.
There's such thing as a 3-sided dice?
No, that's physically impossible, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I could do it.
Natural 3, Brody. Go ahead and give me my money.
All right. And I'm going to roll for you guys.
Yeah, I are.
I
Yeah.
feel like instead of doing this split screen thing, I'm just gonna minimize my character sheet, because don't you only need it sometimes?
I am constantly referencing mine.
Constantly?
Yeah. Ask me a question about my
How am I
character.
gonna remember if I have cooking utensils?
I
You won't.
Hands, ask me anything.
All right. And with that, we are.
Hey, Brody, I have an issue with
Ready
my
to get
character
started.
sheet, real quick.
What's the issue with the
It
character?
says under my weapons I have a longbow, a longsword, a short sword, and a simple weapon.
The short sword's your penis.
Oh!
Wow, what was that faint echo in the background?
Just drinking a chicken wing.
I
What are you doing?
What you do?
I don't know what the problem is with that.
I thought I was only supposed to have a short sword.
No, you get starting equipment. Well,
Yeah, for this.
monk? Yeah, no, you get multiple things once you start as a monk.
So I got a bow.
Then I'll get the card.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
I'm not cool with
that
it.
sounds right to me. Is there like that shouldn't be a problem.
If you say so, Brody.
I don't know what to say to that. Okay, so
Why not?
with that, does anybody have anything else? Like, okay, any expectations you all have for the campaign?
I want it to be fun.
I would like it
True.
to be fun as well.
Can you guarantee fun?
I want everyone to have fun but Brody.
Well, you're well on your way.
Oh, right.
Plays character or roll for attack.
Sorry, well,
Our characters don't even exist yet, I don't think, Chris.
We're all
Mine
dead.
just hates you. What are you calling?
I'm a
He's a wood elf.
No!
no racism. All right, let's go. Okay. So we are going to be introducing Curse of Strahd tonight. The adventure opens on the group of 4 of you sitting in the council room's chamber in the town of Stilben in the land of Taldore. You all have been called together to, some of you, maybe serve community service. Others, nice cock. Others,
What?
it's written on the map. All right. Others of you are
Brody,
looking
that
for
has an
adventure
exclamation
or-
point at the end.
adventure or gold. Some of you may have your own reasons, just trying to discover the world. Only you know for the time being. But a halfling in front of you, named Corin Highhill, has gathered you all together.
Not again.
Oh, I remember him. I got a question. Where are we, though?
You're in Stilben.
Still been. Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Okay. And he has gathered you all together. None of you, I believe, unless your backstories say otherwise, have met each other before. Is that correct?
No, I haven't met any of them before.
No, I met Shandaka before.
No.
Okay. That's
God damn it, Chris.
none of you have met any of each other before, and for your own reasons, have been gathered here for this purpose, which he's about to tell you. Alrighty. So each of you has either requested or been assigned to this job. A number of months ago, the Margrave's daughter went missing and was later found, but not before a number of adventurers went missing while looking for her, which is strange considering she was found on castle grounds. And they were searching for her in the swamps nearby. So it is going to be your jobs to search the lands to the west and figure out what, if anything, happened to these adventurers that haven't returned yet. Any questions? Pay will be as noted in whatever flyers you accepted for those of you who are receiving pay.
I just want to give you guys a warning. I'm going to start doing
Top right corner.
voices.
No, I mean like.
It's going to get real bad in here.
No, I'm gonna be in jail. The whole thing.
What do we know about the whereabouts of this girl?
I got it.
Oh, the girl's been found. She's safe and sound back at the castle now.
I've just lost.
The adventurers went missing while looking for her, which is very strange because she was later found on castle ground.
Don't send amateur adventurers to you know. We're professionals. We'll get the job done.
That's good to hear from first timers. Very
Hey,
nice.
you don't know me. What's so fucking funny?
All right.
You don't know me.
Hey. That's gonna be my character's voice, by the way.
Supplies will be
Catchphrase.
provided. Horses from nearby stables.
I ride no
You
horse.
have
I only
procured-
run next to horses.
Well, you can do that if you so choose, but we'll provide 2 for the rest of your sane party members,
Okay.
and and a cart. We also have 2 healing potions. Divide them up as you see fit.
I'm gonna grab one of them.
I will
Alright.
stop him.
Jalen, go ahead and add a healing potion to your inventory. Anybody else want one?
Aha!
I do not need a healing potion.
How do I add
I'll take one.
manage
Someone else
equipment?
can take
No.
I pick up the healing potion and hand it to... What's Chris's name again?
Chance.
Is it manage equipment?
I pick up my healing potion and hand it to Chance.
All right.
Can I make it so that it
Yes,
shows
Jalen,
their
manage
names?
equipment.
There's no way I'm going to remember these names. Oh wait, I can just look at the Discord, never mind.
Yeah.
Freddie, don't yeah me like that.
I typed in healing potion and nothing.
So last time these adventurers were seen, they were heading off roughly 2 days to the southwest into the swamplands. That's really all the information we have for you at the time being.
Go to manage equipment.
Hey, the swamplands are a dangerous place.
That
We
is
might
correct.
require more pay in order to go into a place that dangerous, especially if people have died before.
Here, here.
Hey, Doc, do I know you from somewhere?
That was taken.
Hey,
Chris,
I've never
I
met
swear
anyone
to God.
before.
Chris,
killed my pig.
okay. That was taken.
I know
into
who you
account when we
speak of,
considered-
Bagelvor. I hate that guy.
I've heard of that guy. He eats rats.
I've heard that too.
He did those kids.
Oh my goodness.
I'm cool with that one.
This is
Wait, what?
okay.
Brody's like, okay, diddles kids, writing it down.
Corn. Clayton, I need you to change your alignment to neutral. No.
Cool.
Anyways, that was taken into account when we decided on the pay of 100 gold apiece. If you feel that's an unfair price, we can negotiate that before you leave.
What's your name again?
Corin. Corin Highhill.
Why don't you come with us?
I'm not much suited for things such as this.
You can ride on
Today there.
you can ride on
Insight
Borgnor's back.
Go ahead and roll your insight check.
Just prejudiced against.
How do I do that?
That was groundskeeper. Groundskeeper requested the insight check. Go ahead and roll that for me.
What?
Do an insight check, you moron.
Not you. All right, 9. You firmly believe that he would not last out in the swamps near Stillben.
I approve.
Alrighty. Any further questions? Is 100 gold apiece not enough for a search party?
101 gold apiece.
Yeah, done. Get out of my office.
Sweet.
125.
I already shook on it. 101 apiece.
I agree to 101 apiece.
He is a influent noob.
I don't remember voting him leader, so 120.
Tell you what. If you run into anything life-threatening along the way, I'll add in a 50 gold inconvenience fee. Otherwise, 100 gold apiece.
So
Is
if I
there
cut off his head
anything?
and bring it back, you'll give me 50 gold for each head I bring back.
The man.
Even if they're
Depends
rat
on the head
heads?
of what.
Yeah.
If you bring back a head of a dangerous creature, I will give you an extra 50 gold.
Like rats.
I am off to find bandits, and groundskeeper turns around and walks out.
Will that be all?
I follow groundskeeper.
Alrighty. So, all of your ragtag bunch, if you would like to describe your appearances to each other.
Robin Cock. What? My dude is 6 feet tall, and he looks like a wood elf because he is, and that's about it. He's got some like rags on, but like no clothes like that.
And is he carrying any like
He got
weapons
a
or anything
he got a
noticeable?
backpack on, and he's got a short sword on his
Alright.
hip.
I'm a human. I have silver hair and red eyes, and I'm white.
How old are you?
Ew,
I'm
you're
20.
white.
Silver hair?
Yep.
Did you dye it?
Yeah, bro. I'm edgy like that.
You diet?
And I'm 6'1", 198 pounds.
What a pussy.
198 pounds.
So sweater.
And if you'd like to let them know your class, or like just what you're carrying at least.
I'm a fighter. I got a shield and sword.
Alright. Cole?
He's so groundskeeper is a warforged. He's made of like a gray steel-ish material. Basically looks less like a warforged, a little bit more like a golem if you guys are familiar. And has plate armor, not plate armor. Sorry, give me a second. Has scale mail looked like it's like pressed into the steel of his body, and then on his shoulder, on his actual body, instead of in his like a trinket around his neck, he has a holy symbol. He's average height, maybe 6 feet tall, made of metal, so real heavy, and a cleric.
Alrighty. And Chris.
I'm like a 6'6" tiefling. I tower over you all. I'm in some elegant robes. And my character's kind of doing some fun shit with his hands that kind of throw him around. And there's some balls kind of going
What?
around. Getting some fire action.
I'm like him.
Hey, Chris, do you wanna turn on your mic?
It is on.
It's definitely just what?
It's 100% on.
You're definitely
I
only
can
talking
only hear you
on
from
Discord. It says you're only talking from Jalen.
It's probably 'cause I'm-
Only Jalen's name is highlighting when you talk, not yours.
Ow!
If you want to move closer, that would be fine. But
No!
Cuddle up.
Shut up, Brody.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard something.
Yeah, hold on, I'm switching my button. Space button.
Hey, we already put somebody out of game.
Yeah, there we go.
Gave one of their defensive players a concussion.
Alright, so I'm a 6'6", fucking stat-chewing tiefling, blue skin, colorful horns, chained out, got some elegant robes on, and I'm just standing over, kind of doing some fun hand motions, letting fireballs kind of simmer around them, because I'm a little bit of a magic type, but I'm not going to reveal what I am around them yet.
All right. Okay. So this is the group of people that you all have found yourself surrounded by, for one reason or another.
We're doomed.
And you've been given a job. You've been told that horses and a cart would be supplied at the stable nearby. Other than that, you're kind of on your own. Is there anything you would like to do before leaving the town?
I want a nice bag that we can put in the back, put for storing the heads.
What?
Yep, that can be supplied. He gives you a. He looks around and he sees there was a burlap sack that was used for holding there was 2 or 3 potatoes left in it, and he just hands you the burlap sack.
How big is the sack? Because I intend on collecting a lot of heads.
It was well, to be fair, he did say 1 head would give you 50 gold, but not that 2 heads would give you 100.
As the
But you
potatoes
told me
roll
that-
out of the bag, I pick them up and put them in my backpack.
Okay, and the guy who sees you stealing his potatoes are just like, well, there was 3 left, whatever.
These aren't our potatoes.
I'm gonna lean over.
How do I go to my
I'll lean over the guy and
inventory?
tell him to stand up for himself.
Yeah, groundskeeper is just gonna lean over and drop the guy a gold.
Alrighty. Very generous.
How did I steal these potatoes? What the fuck? Okay,
Technically, we bought him.
how is that stealing?
Technically, you did buy them.
How do I go to my inventory on this D&D
Yeah,
Beyond?
potatoes.
I need to add
Yeah,
2 potatoes.
Are you in your character sheet?
Yeah, I'm on my character sheet.
Okay, so
Classified unreadable.
this would probably be helpful for everyone. Let's do this now. So what you're gonna do is, once it loads for me, you're gonna go to your equipment page.
Don't see that.
Manage.
All right, now I see it. You got to click the thing on the side of your. Okay, there we go.
Yep. Manage equipment. You're gonna add item. Let's see if potato is in there. It's not. So you're gonna go to custom items. Add custom item.
Potatoes heal for 1d100.
Spell potato wrong.
Then you're gonna just potato in there.
Potato. Okay.
Just
Quantity
Just
2.
Potato on in.
Yeah. Go ahead and say 3 if you want. You can
Oh
have- I'll
shit!
give
You're
you-
too
I'll give
good
you
to me,
3
man.
potatoes. Yeah.
How much do 3 potatoes weigh?
Let's say altogether it weighs 1 pound. No, that's not right. Let's say 2 pounds. There you go.
Don't go whining. You're fine.
All right.
Come in here and lay down now. Come here.
So, you have your horses, you have your cart, you have your burlap sack for containing heads, you have 3 potatoes. Anything else you need before leaving town?
Grounds is just gonna be sitting in the cart,
Alrighty.
sitting with the reins of the horses in the cart, just waiting for everybody.
Jalen, Chris, Clay,
What's up?
are you all ready to leave town?
Yes, sir. I go to the stables to retrieve my horse.
All right. The two horses you've been provided are like
There are 4
driving
people
the-
here.
they're driving the cart that's been provided to you.
Oh, sweet.
Jalen and Chris, are you there?
Yeah, we're working on getting Chris to time.
Whoa!
That's probably for the best.
We can't hear you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, that's
Lord
terrible,
have
so-
mercy.
That's a lot, and you should probably move to opposite sides of the house.
Right, like upstairs and downstairs. I don't think they can hear us though.
We can just use mine. Yeah, we're just using mine.
Okay, sweet. That's much better.
Really fast before we leave town, whose character is the 6'6" tall? What?
Jalen's
Looks like
going.
a what elf and rag? Whoop.
Chance is 6'6" tiefling. You saw him doing magic, but you don't know exactly what kind.
I just know
Um,
names.
Chance, Chandaka is the wood elf, played by Clayton,
I'm
and
just 6 feet
Borgnor
tall.
is the human fighter.
And that is Jalen, correct?
That's Jalen, yes.
Alrighty, almost there.
Alrighty. So, being relatively early in the day, you all set off from town in your cart, heading towards the southwest of Stilben, where these adventurers were last known to have been seen before they went missing.
Hey, Chris, mute me.
You travel for roughly a day, and Chris, I'm going to ask you to roll a d20 for me.
Now, dude, what are you doing?
And you see that things pass by rather uneventfully. While it is swampland, there is a road that has been kind of built up above the mush and mud that surrounds most of the area, especially in the northwest and southwest directions. And so travel is fairly easy. After roughly a day of travel, it comes time for you to either set up camp for the night or push through and decide to make your way closer to where these adventures were last seen. Would you rather sleep or risk exhaustion?
Sleep.
Probably sleep.
I will pull the cart over to the side of the road.
Alrighty. So you find a relatively less damp area to set up camp for the night.
But I like it damp.
I know you like it damp, but and the woods are quiet this night. The air is a little bit chilly for this time of year, but you set up a fire and find yourself comfortable enough. If anybody would like to keep watch, you can.
I'm checking on that right
I'll
this
keep
second.
watch first.
Alrighty.
I might not need sleep, so
You don't need sleep, but you do need to remain inactive for 6 hours.
I don't need sleep either.
You
Right.
need to
I'm
be
an
in a
elf.
trance for 4 hours. But while inactive, you can't move, but you can see in the direction you're sitting for those 6 hours.
okay. I
So-
thought that there was something weird there.
Yeah, it's. I made sure to look it up.
Awesome. Yeah, then I will just kind of face the road in the direction of the swamp, the direction we're heading.
Alrighty.
And Grounds will just be like, I will keep first watch. Please get some sleep.
I'm like,
All right.
I'm asleep.
Alright.
Chandaka goes to the middle of the cart and goes into a trance.
Alright. So, with Chance keeping avid watch and Groundskeeper looking around the, probably somewhere between 60 and 90-degree angle that he can see in that one direction for the next 6 hours. Chris, go
Right.
ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Brody, real quick, not to break things up, but Sentry's Rest states that I can see and hear as normal. So you're saying I
Oh.
can't move my head?
I would say for those 6 hours, if you wanted to keep watch, like truly keep watch, you could move around as you wanted. But for those
Okay.
6 hours, don't
How do
move
you
your
roll?
head, but you can still see off in one. Like, so
How
if
do
you
you
wanted
roll
to
on
give
this?
me a cardinal direction each night.
Okay, at least for the 6 hours or whatever.
Need
Yeah.
to roll 20 or
You want me to roll perception?
You and Chance go ahead and roll a perception check.
So, what do we roll on? D20?
Yeah, roll on Roll20. Do /R space 1d20 plus your modifier. All right, a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give me a direction you were looking in?
I was looking in the direction of the road, so as we were traveling, the
Alrighty.
where we're gonna be.
Sweet. Okay.
Doesn't it matter what side of the road we pulled over on and shit?
Not right now. All right. And Chris, here, I'll type it back out again.
It's a 3. No modifier.
No modifier.
Yes.
You have no perception modifier?
So Chance, the night goes by near, like, almost completely uneventful. And groundskeeper, you know, you see a few like small animals skipping by occasionally, but nothing happening that would warrant you waking from this rest you're taking.
Yeah.
The fire sputters low, and a mist begins to gather around the edge of your camp, which is very normal for this area.
All right.
It's winter, it's wet, and mist gathers. There's a very thick fog in the air, and the trees are difficult to even make out around you. Like it is pretty hard to see more than 10 feet in any direction. But you're on the road and you're continuing to travel. Would anybody like to take lead in like a perception or guiding the animals for today?
I'm gonna start up a conversation with Chandaka.
Am I out of my trance yet?
No, everybody's awake.
Okay.
Yeah, the night went uneventful.
So Chandaka.
I'm gonna take a piss.
All right, you do that.
Roll 20.
Dick gets bit off by a snake.
Your dick gets cut off by a snake.
So Chandaka.
What do you want?
Why do you sound like you have something in your butthole, dude?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Where are you from?
Ah, shit.
Where are you from, Chance? Oh, shit.
I don't know where I'm from. I remember Brody telling me, but like it's such a fucking weird name. Like I can't remember.
I'm from a small town that I will not reveal the name of.
My whole village was burned and destroyed when I was a little kid. Ever since then, I've lived in a monastery.
There you go.
Your life sounds sad.
I deal largely with dead people for my job.
Interesting.
Are you like Baymax from Big Hero 6?
Who,
I'm
me?
glad somebody picked it up. I'm here to help.
bro. Why can't I move like change?
I enjoy this. All right, so you all begin travel for the day, moving southwest through the woods around Stillben. Or so you think. The mist grows thicker,
Buddy.
and it becomes more and more difficult to perceive your surroundings.
I can't see what's around me. So I'm sorry. I'll stop.
You're good. No.
Oh, that's
You're good.
that's good.
And you begin to notice, sometime around noon, the sun comes out and the fog starts dissipating. These aren't the trees around Stillben.
We're doing D&D right now.
No, buddy, down.
What do you mean?
Like
Like
the
a different type of
complete
tree?
wrong kind? Yeah.
It's different.
This is your all seeing green light.
Stillben
Oh dear.
are
Chandaka says
Evergreen.
something's not right here.
Oh dear. It appears I took a wrong turn.
Yes.
Where are we?
You did?
No, Mom. Jesus.
Where did they throw up?
Angie, get out of here.
That was
Brody.
Clayton. Clayton.
That was
bro.
Clayton.
Oh,
That
that
was
was Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Who's Clayton? This dude.
Clayton was,
You too.
Clayton was like, I thought you had a headset on.
It appears we're lost. Does anyone know where we are? Can I make any sort of check to try and figure out like where the fuck I've taken us?
I'm gonna put my ear on the ground.
Go ahead and
I'm gonna pick up some dirt and I'm gonna rub it through my fingers. I'm just gonna be like,
okay.
I don't know
Either
where I'm at.
both of you make a neck.
But
You
make
cut
a
out,
neck.
Brody.
I'm afraid I don't know how to make a neck.
Sure.
Shut the fuck up.
Either both of you make a nature check, or one of you make it with advantage.
I say both of us, yeah.
Let's do it.
While they're doing that, Chandaka goes up to one of the trees and like just stands next to it.
All right, you stare at a tree.
I'm not staring at it. I'm just standing next to it.
Yeah. Yes.
Do I know what kind of tree he's standing next to with that nature check of 15?
Yes, you do, but not quite as well as
Yeah.
Nor does.
Holy
I rolled
internet
a
problems.
Bro, you're cutting out a lot, bro.
Oh, good. All right, real quick.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Shut up, Christian.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we just heard that burp.
Clearly.
Hello?
A little. Now we can. There you are.
Can you not hear us?
I can hear us.
I can't hear Brody anymore.
I can't hear Brody at all.
Who is us?
Deep.
Us are we?
Who are Did you ever see that movie? The new Jordan Peele one?
Toys R Us?
No, Us. The one it's like the second scary movie that he did after Get Out.
Nope.
That's a good movie. You should watch it. It's really
Is
weird.
that the one where they like
The doppelgangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's really weird, isn't it? The Chained or whatever they call them.
Yeah, I get really scared with horror movies. Give you an idea of what I'm like in real life. I'm like 6'1", 300 pounds, terrified of scary movies.
Okay, I'm back.
It's Brody.
What's he calling you?
What's up, Brody?
He's restarting his PC.
Are you serious?
I mean, he was cutting out like every minute.
What a terrible
It'll
DM.
take 5 minutes tops. He'll be right back in.
What a terrible dungeon master. I got it
I
from
have
here.
you on.
Door.
I think they can hear you say something.
Yeah, it'll take like 5 to 10 minutes actually, because I'm gonna restart the router too, just to make sure.
Everyone get that?
Yep.
All right,
Alright,
I'll be
we're
right
good.
back then.
All right, we're all hopping in.
And in contrast with the like rather hardy swampland trees that retain some leaves throughout the winter. These all looked to be dead. No leaves on them. And as you begin kind of looking around, you're not in a swamp anymore.
It appears the geography is different.
Chandaka looks for the tallest tree, like close to us,
Easy enough to find.
and then he starts climbing it.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, just to make sure you don't fall on your ass.
Hang on.
Nat 1.
Athletics. I think I have a -1 for that, so I do /R20 -1.
So it's /R space 1d20 -1.
Oh no!
All right.
No, Clayton.
You don't fall on your ass, but you don't find any good handholds, and it's hard to climb.
Why the fuck does my athletics suck so much?
Seeing what he tried, Groundskeeper's gonna attempt to climb the same tree.
Go for it.
Is it athletics or acrobatics, or just athletics?
I mean, if you're trying to jump your way up the tree, acrobatics, I guess.
Groundskeeper, I can't.
Man can really jump.
Yeah.
Groundskeeper, I can't climb this tree.
All right.
You need to try.
And very swiftly, like, just his one hand sinks, like his fingers an inch deep into the tree, and then the next one, like, up, like just clawing.
I'm gonna get about halfway up, and he's gonna turn around and go, "Are you not joining?" And just
No,
keep on going.
look around and see what you can find near us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for like any signs of civilization or just other like humanoid sentience around, just anywhere.
All right. So what you see around you is a vast forested area, very hilly, and you can't see for very far in any direction except that which the road is taking you, and the road, you would be able to see the direction the road took you from.
You dropped out except what?
All of
what?
Except you dropped out at except.
And you going back with shalal.
Okay, so except you would be willing, or you would be able to see farther in the direction.
God damn it, dude! What the hell? He never drops out like this.
Yeah, no, it's only happening tonight.
He literally never drops out like this, and all of a sudden he's just this shit's fucked.
Yeah. We'll keep trying. I can switch to my phone if I need to.
It doesn't like it when you talk.
You fucking idiot.
I'm gonna try to switch my Wi-Fi real quick.
Do you hear me now?
Hello?
Good. Jabody. Scrody.
Yo, it's your boy.
You climb up to the top of the tree.
Did he literally just cut out again?
Are you shitting me, buddy?
Are you serious?
Nope.
Literally trolling him.
Oh, okay.
You have not cut out once.
Okay. So you're looking in the direction you're heading, and it's all like these like oak and maybe maple trees. It's hard to tell as like far as you can see because all of the leaves are dead, and like it looks like winter, but it doesn't. Now that you're like thinking about it, it doesn't feel like winter here. It just looks like.
Cut out.
Just cut out a little bit.
I yell up to Groundskeeper.
I'm pretty wise in nature as my backstory.
So I think a nature check to kind of figure out.
Tell Chris to use his.
Chris,
push
we
to
cannot
talk.
hear you. I yell up.
I'm my push to talk.
I yell up to groundskeeper. Can you see
You
the
not
place
hear
that
me?
we came from? Whatever the
Jalen,
town's
can
called.
you hear me over there?
I have you muted, bro.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Oh my
Alright,
god, bro.
so, Brody, I'm very wise with nature. As part of my backstory and shit. Is there can I tell what this is?
It looks like winter, but it doesn't feel like it.
I know, is it like, can I see if I've seen it before or something? Like roll a check, see if I've done what it is before?
I would say probably.
I'll check, can I do an arcana check?
Yeah. Go for it.
My guy's just standing there with the sword and the shield, just being like, "Yeah, how's this fancy?"
And you said we couldn't see where we came from, correct, Brody?
So
Yeah, I yell
you
up to
turn
him
back to
and
look
ask.
where
From the tree.
and
18.
from the top of the nice. I'll get to you in just a second. So you look back to see where you came, and the fog is still there. And then you notice, oh hey, the fog is reaching sky high out of vision, like past the clouds. I cannot see where we came from. There is a wall of fog as far as you can see in either direction. Like,
And the only thing that we can see is like, the
probably a
road going
quarter
forward.
mile back.
Jesus. And then the road forward just goes deeper into the woods.
Yeah, you see mountains on either side and like maybe a structure in the distance. You can't tell from here.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Um,
There's nothing ahead.
with that roll, Chance, you can tell it seems natural. This isn't some arcane like spell that was put on this area. It looks like this is just how it is.
I say that we, Chandaka says, I guess we have to keep moving.
I concur. Let's get back to the cart. And halfway climbs down, gets back in the cart, sits just like.
I'm already sitting in the cart with a mouthful of sunflower seeds, and I spit out some of the sunflower seeds and said, "Y'all get in."
Alrighty.
Does your character just go
So,
racist real quick?
You all hop in the cart, and while it's not swamp, it's still like a muddy area, and there are black pools of water that stand like almost like dark mirrors in this muddy roadway. And the trees on either side are large. They're giant trees that kind of loom inwards on both sides of their road, and their branches like are almost clawing at the mist that still lingers in this area. You proceed for a number of hours. I'm going to ask each of you to roll a d20.
Okay. I was about to ask, are the trees close enough that like a highwayman would be able to hide behind them?
Ooh.
They're roughly 10 feet off the road in either direction. So
I'd like to
yes.
keep an eye out specifically for fuckers hiding behind trees.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Hey, Brody, I rolled a nat 20. What's going on?
Actually,
So the first one was my d20, the second one was my perception.
okay. And okay. So for the next like 3 hours or so, you travel along, and you begin to see in the distance this looming structure. It's a clear now that it appears to be a man-made structure, but it's difficult to tell exactly what it is from this distance. As you're heading downhill into the woods, but still surrounded by these trees. Jalen, you notice a couple of ravens fly overhead
I like ravens.
and leave you alone.
I'm gonna say, hey, you guys notice those ravens?
They are small black birds above. Yes,
What is the importance of these birds, Jalen?
they are flying.
Well, birds, like ravens, can often be used as messengers.
I think that's a little far-fetched, Brognar.
There are much more efficient ways of magical message.
You never know.
True.
You all continue down the road for roughly 2 more hours before this comes into view.
What the hell is that?
It appears to be a gate.
The fog spills out of the road behind you, and as you check behind you, you notice the wall of fog doesn't be any farther away than it was 5 hours ago. Ahead of you, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are these high stone buttresses looming in this like fog that kind of surrounds you. But so there's fog all around, and the clouds are hanging low, but behind you is the thick wall of it.
Ooh.
Thick with 2 C's. 2 C's, thick wall behind you. But in all around you, there's a slight bit of mist.
I'm gonna use a cantrip, create a bonfire, just to have light so the moisture can't drown out the fire.
Yeah.
So we always-
Which cantrip are you using?
Create bonfire.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. All right, yeah, you have a bonfire. Wow. There are... Sorry. What were you saying?
It also ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
All right. So if you set it up responsibly, it won't light your cart on fire.
I light it under Chandaka.
Well, he's not. I mean, he's being worn or carried by a cart, so. Ahead of you, you see huge iron gates that hang in this stonework. There's dew kind of clinging to them against the
Are the
iron
gates open?
rusted bars. We'll get to that. 2 headless statues of armed guards flank the gate. Their heads next to the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. As you approach the gate, they swing open as you approach, screeching as the hinges move.
Hey.
Just like
Hello?
do you proceed?
I
said
I
just
walk
like
at a very slow pace through the gates.
I'm gonna throw a rock into the doorway first.
Plink, 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 plink. Just across the stonework on the other side.
Brody, can I use Mage Hand to push the door open?
The door's already
These are
open.
giant gates. Mage Hand is a cantrip that can move up to 5 pounds.
Can I use my Mage Hand to tickle Jalen?
Yes. Yes, you can, and it works.
I don't know.
Cut it out.
Mage Hand is a cantrip. You got pranked, Brody, and I have 5.
What?
It appears that we're being beckoned in. Shall I continue?
It's the only way we can go. Let's just keep going through the gate.
I agree. And they'll just kind of like slap the reins and
I'll
keep it moving.
follow.
The horses carry you
I'm
through.
gonna cling to a groundskeeper.
All right.
I'm just walking like 5 feet like to the side of the group, just like slowly walking with them.
All right. Noted. The horses carry the cart through the gate. And the gates, with a similar screech, close behind you. The wall of mist immediately rushes up and fills the space that you had just come from.
That seems fishy.
There are dark magics at play here. We need to be more
God, what the hell's
careful.
going on?
Everything you could have seen now on the opposite side of the gate is obscured by mist.
We are walking into a trap. We need to be very careful. Can we do any
Trap.
prescription or anything? Perception or anything? I don't know.
Prescription?
You can.
Can I get some perks?
Trying to get high.
Brody? I think Brody died.
Can you guys hear me?
There he
I
is.
can hear you now.
Who are
Make,
you?
make a perception check if you like.
Yes,
All right,
please.
I do want to. So I do a /R space 1d20.
/R space 1d20 plus your bonus.
I got a 10.
Everybody has to do this, correct?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Sure. More the merrier. Let's do it.
What are we doing?
Dude, what are up my rolls today, man? It sucks.
Yeah,
That was
Your
the 15.
perception.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I would have a +4 bonus.
Mine's a 14.
I have a
14.
+5 and I got a 10.
God damn.
All right.
Mine's a 13.
It's missed.
That's it?
It definitely proceeded at an.
I'm more talking about perception of the area we're in now that we're past the gate.
Yeah. So you're on a there's some dirt, there's some stone laid in, but definitely well padded down road. There are trees all around you, towering trees, lost in the heavy gray mist of the clouds above you. The clouds are hanging very low. It's a gray, overcast day. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, is what Chan would notice with that roll.
Mhm.
That they're growing closer together than normal trees would. Like, it takes a certain amount of light to grow a tree, and when one grows up before another, like, it obscures the light that would allow another to grow. So it strikes you as odd that these are so close together. And it strikes you that you haven't heard any wildlife since you woke up this morning.
Really
Normally deer, birds, but it's very quiet today.
I convey what I noticed about the trees and the unnatural growth to my group, and I say, like, something is not right here. The events that have been happening are extremely unnatural. Something's going on.
I agree. I will use Eyes of the Grave. As an action, I know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
You detect nothing.
It appears that we are alone.
So Brody, is there can we keep going straight, or is there trees blocking everything?
No, the path ahead of you is clear.
And it's
a little
just
misty.
lined by trees that are too close together.
Yeah, like you could maybe make your way through them without the cart.
We need to keep going in the
It
direction where
appears this is our only choice.
someone is making, or someone or something is leading us on this path. We need to keep going, but be extremely cautious.
I agree. Very astute of you.
I'm going to grab the sack for heads, and then I'm going to.
There's no heads in it yet.
Exactly. Yet.
I need.
You need
to
cut out.
You need
You
what?
need to cut out.
I need all of your passive perception scores off of your character sheet.
My
passive
passive
20.
perception.
No,
My
mine's
passive
11.
perception is 14.
10.
One second. I'm gonna make notes of this so I don't have to ask ever again. Okay, so chance is
10. But I have dark vision too. Don't forget that.
I won't.
I also have dark vision 60 feet.
Chandaka,
Mine's
what's
120.
your passive perception?
Who?
Chandaka.
Oh, 14.
14. Okay.
Six.
Borgnor.
11.
11. And Groundskeeper.
Passive perception of 15.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
do you all continue track?
Yes, we continue down like the path laid before us.
Okay.
Or I do at least. Or whatever.
Roughly an hour in to this travel. It's difficult for, a Warforged to exactly describe smell, but there is a sensation, and Chandaka, you pick it up as well. You catch the scent of death on the air. Like, there is a dead body near you.
Okay, I stop I stop in my tracks and I hold my hand up and I say something near us smells of death.
Oh, sorry. I had the bean burrito this morning.
What a dad joke. Kill yourself. What?
I believe he is right. Can I roll a check to see if I can find out where the smell of death is coming from, or try and locate it?
There's no need.
There's no need.
The scent is so strong that even trying to follow it leads you into the trees southwards about 15 feet before you find a dead body.
Yeah, I'm taking out my mace. I don't think I have a shield. Let me check if I have a shield real fast. Yeah,
It's very
mace
much
and
like
shield, and
just
I'm just
like
gonna
speech
poke
and
the dead body
imaginary
one
base.
time.
Like he's guiding us and describing.
So
what's
the foul
happening.
scent leads you to a
No, we're
human
responding,
corpse,
like,
half
There's
buried in
nothing
the
to really
underbrush,
watch.
about
Sometimes
15
there'll be a
feet
map
from the
up
road.
here where what's going on.
The
in
young
the
man
battlefield
appears
and
to be a
shit, but
commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, and it's surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days, and he holds a crumbled envelope in one hand.
I will snag the envelope and open it.
Sounds good.
All right. This is what you find in the envelope. If one of you would like to read it.
Oh,
Or
heck no.
all of you can.
if one of us can read that,
Hail to thee of might and valor. I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send honor low thee. Please, we plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolanya, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound. I will have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer that all might be had to thee and thy fellows if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Colin Indronovich, Burgomaster.
I say,
First mistake as a DM. I gave you the wrong hand. Is the note you find.
I'll read it. Hail thee of might and valor. I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, sent you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irene Kolayana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. Over
Oh, no.
400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by the vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. As I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may contain within them. The walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolan Iderovich, Burgomaster. It appears that we might be in a land called Barova, I say to the group.
Indeed.
Wow, I've never heard of that place.
Did we see any holy symbols upon the gate?
You did not.
I don't remember.
Unfortunate.
I
see
think
what
that
else he has.
something terrible has happened here.
Gate. He appeared to be traveling light. They're not rags, they're clothes. He has pants and a shirt, but this is clearly not carrying. Letter, and that appears to be all that you can find.
I say to the group, this
So
must
is
be
Brody not cutting out for anybody else anymore?
He's cutting out a little bit.
Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry, continue.
I say to the group, there must be a village nearby named Barovia, and we're inside its walls. And this looks like a messenger sent to tell this dire news to someone else, some other community. They must have been afflicted by some sort of curse, possibly attacked by this vampire of which he speaks.
Single howl in.
You cut out.
You hear a singular howl in the distance.
I put up my shield and draw my sword in the direction.
I face the direction of the howl and try to see if I can find any wolves around.
You hear
Sorry.
howls in the distance.
Howls?
Yeah, cut out.
Brody, you're goddamn. What is wrong with your mic tonight?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I
Yeah, I
can.
think you might be cutting out.
Stop dipping your frickin' mic in ranch.
Idiot.
You hear two howls in the distance, slightly closer.
Everyone, prepare for a fight. It appears there are wolves coming.
My boy kind of walks to the back and just stands still behind everybody.
Grounds will take a step over the dead body in the direction that the sounds are coming and simply prepare himself to smash whatever comes near him.
Ooh, baby, we got a party now.
Does anybody
Do you
have
guys see anything?
I see the new map.
Oh, yeah. Now I do.
I don't see any character tokens.
Are there trees on it?
Yes, there are
Yes.
trees on it.
Okay, my map is not loading. That is great.
Brody, we're having a lot more technical issues than we did the first time we did this.
I know, my Wi-Fi's shit.
Yeah, that's right. It's all you.
Hardwire.
So, so what are you all doing?
Gray will just stand over, get in between the sound and the dead bodies.
I am standing in the back of the group, and I am just standing there, completely normal, chilling, and not reacting to anything.
Oh, you're so cool, dude.
That's not really what I'm going for.
You're so cool, bro.
Okay.
That's what you're going for.
I forgot. That was the one thing I had to
Fuck
do this
up,
campaign
Jalen, I'll kill
before
you.
we got started. Was we had to pick your all's character tokens. I'll assign them for now, but we'll pick some later.
The fuck is a character token?
I want a pink.
It's a little black guy that you get to have.
Token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just picked him off, Chris. It's your turn.
Alright. Cleric.
Is Chris even playing?
I mean, he's at Jalen's house, so he probably should. Alright.
Yeah, idiot.
There's a cleric. We're gonna assign that. Controlled by Cole. Save changes. Alright, there's a cleric. We have a magic wielding type who has not revealed himself yet.
Wait, what?
Hey, that's Clayton's character.
I have revealed that I'm magical. I just was doing magical things. They don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
They said a magical
So you have. So from you doing magical things, we can't concur that you might have magic powers.
Alright, Chris,
just don't know
there's
his
your
class.
character. Alright.
Who
Why
is
is
moving
your
their character?
Moving around.
Alright.
I'm
Next we
attempting to
have.
talk of our surroundings.
So, Brady, is this wall on the side a stone wall, or is that like the close together?
That's not a
trees?
wall, that's the road.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What is this dude doing? What the hell?
Yeah,
Is he?
who the fuck is the lab coat guy?
It is a cleric.
Okay.
It is I, Gravekeeper.
You stand still.
Alright, Jalen, there's your fighter.
Why do I got a hook?
I don't know why you have a hook.
Because you're about to
find
fight
it-
someone, idiot.
I have a sword.
Who's left? Monk.
Monk.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Controlled by Clayton. Alright, assign your positions around the dead body that you see there in the tree.
Where?
In the tree somewhere.
Where is said dead body?
It's on the very.
One of the trees just moved. I think there might be magical moving trees here.
Yeah, I can't
I've-
see a dead body anywhere.
Layer. There
There it is.
There it is.
you
Ah! There's a tree on me.
Is the sound of the wolf, is that coming from the northeast, south, or west?
It is coming from the south and
Right.
southwest currently.
Playing him if he's gonna get hurt.
I'm right there.
Alright,
That doesn't have anything to do with it. You keep playing him where he's hurt.
you guys hear 3 howls.
Perhaps we should get on the road. I don't think the horses will make it.
Now from nearly directly to the south.
This is a little bit concerning.
I'm still in the back just saying nothing. Chris
I
and
hoist my shield up and I say, "Stand fast, boy."
it
You
appears,
hear
Roger.
Vorgor
howls.
wants to fight.
As they now move slightly to the south-southeast.
Which one are you?
Any changes?
I would like to hide behind a tree as to not announce my presence to the wolf.
I'm gonna do the same.
Hereish, over the dead body.
You hear
I hear.
I hear.
I hear Brody cutting out.
to the. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
You hear one howl very close to you, nearly direct one to the southeast, and the rest to the south, maybe southwest. Let me go ahead and reveal these to you. You can see coming into view 2 large, hulking wolves. Dire wolves, for those of you who are familiar.
What?
And
The
you hear
second-
more howls in the distance.
Do the
I've heard it
direwolves
before.
see us?
We should probably run.
Yeah, I think we should leave.
It appears that they see. At least some
Don't
of
look
you,
them
if
in
not
the
all
eyes.
of you.
Say that again, Brody.
It appears that they see at least some of you, if not all of you.
We should.
Back away slowly. Don't look in the eyes.
What would you all like to do?
Uh, Dire wolves at a level 1 seems like a pretty bad idea, guys.
I am
Yeah.
down for whatever.
I'm just
Y'all.
gonna continue to hold up my shield and just try to slowly etch back.
Yeah, would
You can
Grave,
move your characters as you would like right now.
I move as the group moves.
would Groundskeeper know about dire wolves and the dangers therein?
Most of you would know of direwolves, and all of you would know that it's rumored that it takes roughly 4 to 6 men to kill one.
We might need to get the fuck out of here.
I would suggest getting back to the cart immediately, as Grave is kind of just edging back to the cart.
Yeah. Let's.
You see them advancing somewhat aggressively towards until you all back onto the road. And once you back onto the road, they shift their interest to the dead body.
Everyone, to the road, please, hurry.
You went the road with you.
Does Chris get caught out because he's not moving?
I'm literally
Chris,
looking
you
at the character right now.
let me make sure I gave him control.
And now I got it.
Don't
There you go.
me.
As soon as you all move onto the road, they don't pay you any mind. And as you do, 3 more come into view.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know how he was saying about fights that we definitely die in?
Yep.
Well, I think we might be safe on the road.
Yeah.
I hope.
I think
They
we
come
should move.
and
They come in what?
eating. They come and start eating the dead body you were just inspecting. As you all make your way safely towards the west.
That was quite unfortunate. I truly wish we could have given him a proper burial. Let us continue. I hope to find this.
A body's a
Barovia?
piece of trash.
This Barovia.
There you go.
I think
By
that
the way, I'm gonna cast a bonfire underneath him.
underneath who?
What's the range on bonfire?
That guy.
Chris, what's the range on bonfire?
60 feet.
Let me just read the spell and make sure that's okay. But like, if it is, then yeah, that happens. Give me a second. Bonfire.
No, we don't want to fight the wolves.
Wait, is he starting a fight with the wolves?
No.
He's
Oh.
putting a bonfire underneath them.
What?
I'm warming it up for him.
Okay.
Bonfire.
The guy at the level.
Create bonfire. 1 action, 60 feet. Verbal somatic. Conjuration. You create a bonfire until the spell ends. 5-foot cube. Yeah, no, the body lights on fire. And you see it crackling as you ride off into the distance. The wolves don't seem to care. A little bit pissed off that their meal's been taken from
You're
them.
not scared?
I mean,
Combusted?
they back off a tiny bit, but like
Fire.
it's like, oh, hey, a fire. To be clear, these creatures stand easily as tall as you, and they are much longer.
Yeah, they're like wolves the size of bears.
Chandaka, you looked a little nervous around those wolves. Do you have anything to tell us?
I think being nervous
wolves
around
are
wolves-
dangerous. Why would we fuck with wolves?
Especially
I
dire
agree.
wolves. It would be foolish to try and take on 5.
I do find it
Surely they'll
interesting.
die.
I do find it interesting that they decided to go for the body instead of us.
It appears that there is some sort of magical protection over the road.
I feel like we should keep going further than down the road to
I
the
agree.
east.
We should definitely stay on the road.
I agree. Hopefully we'll come across Barovia and be able to burn the fell creatures in the town to the ground.
Our
you all
group
continue for the
moves
next 3
east.
hours. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Continue
All
for
right.
3 hours.
You continue for the next 3 hours. And you can see in the distance what appears to be the edge of this wooded area. But sun is setting, and it's time for you to make camp for the night, unless you want to push through.
How often do I need to trance?
Once a day for 4 hours.
Okay, so I've already done that today, have I?
Well, it's like basically when normal into a trance for half the amount of time.
So when normal people sleep is when I have to do it?
Yeah, like when humans would sleep, or when dwarves or whatever would sleep. When most people would sleep, you go into a trance instead for half the amount of time.
Can I do something preemptively before you said something? Like, can on the 3-hour
Yeah,
trip over
absolutely.
there, could I have started my trance in the cart while we were on our way for those 3 hours? So I only need 1 more hour.
Absolutely, you could.
Well, I keep sleeping for like an hour into like the nightfall and stuff like that.
Sorry
Whatever
about
y'all
that.
are doing.
My computer just crashed. I had to restart.
You're good. So basically, they continued down the road for 3 hours. Clayton goes into his trance preemptively. I'm sorry. Let's start doing character names. Chandraka or
Chandaka.
Chandaka goes into his trance preemptively,
Okay.
and will be awake for the rest of the night. The rest of you travel, and you see the edge of the wooded area, but sun is setting, and it's time to make camp for the night. So,
I would suggest we stay on the road and in the woods.
I'm gonna sleep in the cart.
Good idea.
I'm gonna snuggle up next to Jalen.
Who's
all
Jalen?
right,
Or whatever.
Borgnor.
Borgnor. All right. So whoever is remaining awake or doesn't have to sleep, make a perception check.
Well, my thing is that don't I have to go a whole nother hour before I've done it for the day?
We can say somebody's if you do that early, and then groundskeeper stays up until he
An
absolutely
hour.
has to.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of you just make perception checks,
Okay.
and I'll roll for what time of night something happens, if anything happens.
13.
Wow. Better not roll shit, Clayton. Yeah,
The night passes uneventfully as you all wake up in the morning.
I wake up and I say, "We're alive."
And you are. You see wide plains spreading in either direction. Still an overcast sky, but patches of sunlight coming through here and there. And it's not lost on you the beauty of this area. It is a gorgeous, like, hills and plains all around you. It's just overcast, and some of it is, it's slightly unfortunate, the situation you're in. And you're completely lost in the middle of an area you have no clue about, like, where you are.
Well, I take my morning piss off the side of the cart.
As you do, the horses start walking, and you fall face first into the mud. No,
I'll be an athletics check, sir.
no, you don't. But so you take your piss as the horses start rolling, and you continue along the road. There's plains to the north and south. The woods extend to the east. In any direction you see, like, just eastward, there are wooded areas.
I thought we were
Any
headed
direction
east.
you see westward. No, you're headed west so far.
I thought we came from the west.
You came from the east, you went southwest, and now you're heading west
Fuck.
along the road.
Okay.
Do we
okay.
see any sort of town or buildings or structures in the distance?
Not from
Or
where you
any
are.
sign of humanity? No.
Not from where you are.
Well,
Oh.
Keep walking.
yeah, I'd keep on the road. I just keep driving the horses to the road.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Rough. The road begins to get and less muddy. There aren't roots obstructing the path of the cart that you occasionally have to like lift it over. And within an hour, you found you've made more progress than you made maybe within half of the last day's travel. And in the distance, you begin to see, again, through the mist, but much less than that, you see now receding into the distance, a town.
Finally, a town.
I think
A
that
town.
due to that note we read earlier, we should definitely proceed with caution when going around this town. There's not going to
Very
be
fair.
anything normal going on here.
No, we will find and murder any undead.
We
Hell yeah.
continue to we go like very slowly to like the edge of the town, like the first building and shit like that.
You proceed for the next 3 hours then.
What?
To a village in the distance, which gradually grows closer and closer and closer. To the north, south, and now east of you, you see plains surrounding you as the buildings grow larger as you approach. The mist, again growing thicker,
But
Cut
what?
out. Hello?
when you first came through the
You cut out at butt. Thicker butt.
thicker, but not exactly to the same degree you saw when you first passed through the gates. But again, growing more ominous, like it's reaching for you specifically. You come unto the village of what you assume is Barovia based on this letter.
Hey guys, this
You are
is
now
probably
standing at the
Barovia.
outskirts of the village. It's about noon.
Are there any like guards or anything?
No, you don't see a soul inside.
We should check some houses and see.
I want to do an Arcana check.
Is there somewhere we can tie off the horses?
There are places you can tie off the horses outside of buildings, yes.
I just approached the first one.
Alrighty? You tie up the
17
horses.
plus 4, Brody, on that Arcana check. 21.
As far as you can tell, like, obviously something is causing this fog to...
Two.
2, 2, 2.
2.
2.
Can you hear me?
No,
There you
Now
go.
I can.
Okay. So something is causing this fog to gather closer and closer to you, but the fog itself doesn't, at least... You can't tell based on your studies what is exactly going on with the fog. Like, obviously something is moving the fog, but you don't know of what the fog is.
I'm gonna throw a rock
Is-
into the fog.
The rock falls into the fog.
I say to the group, I'm going to look through some houses and see if I can find any sign of life. And then I
will
go to
join
like
you.
one of the nearest houses and I like go to the door.
Roll a d20.
I would like to help him, so can you just get advantage on that?
Yep. Okay. Roll 2d4 for me.
Who?
Either of you.
Oh no, I'll roll the other one. Oh, okay, you got it.
Ah, my bad. I got
You're good.
3s.
Okay. All right. I did not prepare this exactly.
Haha, throwing the Dungeon Master off.
Way to go.
That's been my goal from the beginning.
All right. Objects. Map. Nope. GM. Yep. There we go.
GM.
Yeah,
Why is it not selecting?
Funny old thing.
I want to create a movie. It's basically Brokeback Mountain, but from the horses.
Got the horses in the back.
Are you all still on the players page, or did I move you back? Let's see.
You're on player page. Tiny. We're back.
All right.
if you're at
Who did I delete by accident?
Hahaha.
Daka.
No, I'm the dude with the headband.
Oh, are you?
No, I'm the dude with the
Yeah.
headband. What the fuck?
No, you're
No,
doing.
No, you're not.
No, I'm the dude with the headband. I'm the headband.
Okay. There you go. There's your new character. And you
Very
are
simple
in
to
control of it. So
Country road. Take me home to a place.
Okay. So the first house you come upon. Who was walking up to the door?
Me and
Grave.
Dave Digger.
Groundskeeper. Sorry, not grave digger. Groundskeeper.
Grave digger.
Groundskeeper.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Get it now on pay-per-view.
Alright, so I walk up to the door, and can I go and, like, knock or something? What the fuck is that?
All right. As you walk up to the door, and so I didn't have time to.
Ah, Brody, your microphone.
I'm gonna poop on your microphone next time I see it, Brody.
I'll just eat it.
Dude, you're pretty close by. You could probably get there in like 20 minutes. Oh my god, oh no!
What the fuck are those? Oh
Alright. I need everybody to look to see if they have area of...
I can set that on fire, dude. We got this.
Bonfire.
Chris, bonfire's the stupidest spell.
What if we got a cook?
So these are not on top of the house. These are inside the house. But as you reach forward and open the door, you hear noises coming inside. You peek in, and you see 6 of these. You're familiar with zombies. You see 6 zombies roaming around inside this house. They haven't seemed to notice you yet.
I close that door real quick, and I turn around
Is
and
there
I say,
fire in the door? Wait, Clay, is there a fire in the room? Can you see like a fire going in the room or anything?
no.
It's dark.
I'm gonna go ahead and use cast bonfire, throw that bitch inside.
All right. You create a small fire
Does
that grows
Chris
into
know
a
about the
large...
zombies, though?
You don't, actually. But
Well, then I turn around, Chris, and tell you, there are zombies in here. This land is cursed. And then now you can do it. Fuck you, Chris.
It's cursed.
Undead. Wonderful. This makes it easy. He'll walk over. Are you still in front of the door?
I move back, because I see Chris coming in like a madman.
Okay.
Coming in hot.
Okay.
So
Snap my fingers and you'll flame on.
Yay,
Give me a
fuck.
second.
That's so
You
gay.
create a fire roughly that large. Big.
Game
But-
on.
Flame on, you don't.
Do you see the
Flame on.
Green
Wow.
box.
you see the green box? That's about how big your fire is. So where do you want to put that? Because it's big enough to hit one of them exactly.
Put it in a corner of the house, Chris, so it all catches on fire.
The one that's right.
Put it in the doorway.
No, don't burn the door up. Put it in the corner so the whole house catches on fire.
No, I'm gonna put it in the doorway.
Like inside the house.
In the doorway, so they can't get out.
All right. You
They
put it in
already
the doorway.
couldn't get out.
I just broke a house rule. Sorry.
Is that where the door is? Right there on the side? I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, no, the chimney's in the back, the door's in the front where the cleric.
Yeah, no, I thought it was right here, though.
Wherever. It doesn't particularly matter, as now they can't get out. And the flame is starting to grow. You see it burning. And that's
Can I
about
cast
all you
Word of
see.
Radiance
Sorry,
at
what?
One of these zombies. Can I cast the Word of Radiance at one of these zombies?
I think it's less.
Sure. I'm not familiar.
Word of Radiance is a
Should be right.
cantrip. It is a con save 13 from Xanathar's.
Look at the top of it.
On a failed save, they take 1d6 radiant.
I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed.
So the zombies have a kind of gray-green look to them. They look very brittle, walking around much like, like any 70-plus-year-old person you see that hasn't taken, like, amazing care of their bodies. Like, looks kind of fragile. Most of these look kind of in that state. And a lot of them proceed to not worry about the fire, and then worry about the fire once it starts hurting them, and then die on their way out of that.
If any
So
of
they
them
all die
make
in
it
the
out-
fire?
Yeah, if any of them make it out,
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
like
like-
bashing their skull in, even if they just fall. Out.
Yeah, no, like one or two of them make it to the doorway, but the rest of them like don't seem to be doing so hot.
Are any of them still alive?
I'm
Your
mic cut out again, Brody.
How come this never happens to Brody?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Good.
They are not alive. They are very, very much no longer undead and just dead.
wonderful.
Hell yeah, brother.
But
Does
as
the
you
house-
have been distracted with the house, you can now see that on all sides of the town, the fog has surrounded you.
Get
That
back
is
to the
quite-
road.
That is quite unfortunate.
And it's gotten closer. It's begun to encompass and envelop a number of buildings in the town, pushing you further west, maybe some branches in alleyways to the north or south, but never to the east.
I say to the group, this fog appears to want us to keep moving west, but I feel that there is still stuff that we have to investigate further in this town. We must hurry and investigate other buildings.
Agreed.
As far as you can see, there are now about maybe 50 feet in front of you and 20 feet behind you that's not enveloped in fog. To the left and right, you see, respectively, about 50 feet and an actual surprising amount
Surprising
being
amount.
like 150 to 200 feet to the north.
Let's investigate the houses to the north.
I agree.
You proceed slightly to the west until the next alley or road breaks off to the north in this village of Barovia. And what you see in front of you, let's go ahead and
Hey, let's go Kinkasu. Kakumanamuno, protect my balls. Let's fighting love.
let me see if I can. Let's see. Name.
Chris.
Caillou, should I eat the cuttlefish or asparagus?
It's on there.
Player.
Oh, it's probably gonna be overturned.
Nope. Okay, I thought I had a handout for this one. I don't. So what you see in front of you are the first people you've seen in this new strange land. Two small, crying children standing in the middle of the street.
Spoopy.
Bro,
Yeah,
no, that's a
I'm gonna
trap.
walk within 60 feet of them, and then make sure. I'm gonna use another Eyes of the Grave,
You don't detect anything.
so they don't appear to be undead.
They are not undead. You know that for a fact.
I say to the group,
Hello!
I feel this is a trap. We should have them approach us and like call out to the kids.
Hello!
Children in the middle. Yeah, I do it, Chris. Okay, Chris goes hello.
Hello!
And they look up.
I gesture for them to come towards us, and I say,
And they do.
"Come here, children. We need to speak with you."
They approach you.
We're on like 3 interceptions.
The kids have?
Yep. The kids approach you.
Okay.
What seems to be the problem, children?
It seems to be the
When they get to about 10 feet, I'm gonna say, stop right there.
Alrighty. So.
Where are your parents?
Our parents are in the house. Says the older daughter. You can now see there is a sister and a brother, apparently. One of them, the older sister, appears to be roughly 10, and the younger brother hiding behind her seems to be somewhere between 4 and 5 years of age.
The house that we are currently burning down.
No, not that house.
Point
And
at the house that they're in.
She points to a tall, roughly 4-story house standing on top of a hill just down the street from you.
Were you aware that that house was full of zombies?
They look at each other and shake their head, but don't seem necessarily surprised, just they weren't aware.
That house was full of zombies. Stay away from it.
They nod adamantly.
Wonderful. Shall we go return you to your parents?
There's a monster in our house, says the girl. And she points to it, again, the tall brick building that you see. And looking closer at it, it's seen better days. It looks rather old. Its windows are dark, and it has a gated kind of portcullis on the ground floor that would be meant to keep people out were it not already raised. The houses on either side seem to be abandoned.
So
Their windows and doors are boarded up.
I asked the little girl, "Your parents are in that house with a monster?"
They kept it locked in the basement.
Why?
What kind of monster?
To protect us. We don't know. We've never seen it.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Did the monster harm your parents?
We don't know. We haven't seen them.
I'm
For
gonna
how
go ahead and
long?
tell you, your parents probably aren't looking too good.
So if
We'll
the
try to
monster
do
will
whatever we
protect you, then you would be okay going into the house with just you two.
They like vehemently shake their heads no. We don't want to go into the house until the monster's gone.
It sounds like we are in
What
the.
did it look like? What do you know? What? Well, we already asked that question, but did your parents ever say what kind of monster it is?
No.
It seems like, friends, we are in an opportunity to earn 50 gold pieces. I will
Let
go
us
collect
get the
the
head.
of one monster.
I brought the sack.
Come.
We heard we
All
heard
right.
the monster. They locked it in the basement and then they shoot us out of the house, but we haven't heard from them since.
All right, Jalen is approaching the house first.
I do have the most hit points.
Yeah, I will be shortly behind Jalen's character there. The house with the monster.
Right.
Not burning zombie house.
Yeah, where is the house with the monster?
Let's go ahead and bring that up for you guys.
Theater of the mind.
Maybell.
All right.
Come here, Maybell. What's wrong, girl?
God, nobody wants your ass. What a long house.
Yeah, quite. I like the interior decorating. A lot of black.
Hee hee.
As you approach the house, the mists swirl up around you, enveloping the children and chasing everyone else who doesn't wish to stay in it into the house.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If you all wish to stay in the mist, you can, but it sweeps up around everything surrounding this house and seems to be pushing you forward into it.
I'll
That's
take a
pretty
step in.
sus.
If you want to stay in the mist, you can. Otherwise, it seems to be that you have to walk into the house.
I asked the two kids, what do you know about the mist that surrounds us?
You can't hear them anymore, and you definitely can't see them through the mist.
When did they go out of our vision? I thought they were right next to us.
The mist swept
very
up.
quickly closed in, yeah.
I thought they were like really close to us, like they came over to us.
The mist.
They
So,
came over to us and then we approached the house.
Oh, so we approached the house, okay, and they just chilled back there?
Yep.
Should we go check on the kids?
I
If
think
you
we
want
have
to.
more pressing matters. We shall check on them when the mist clears.
I think these children might be dicks.
Dicks?
Dicks.
Dicks?
Dicks.
Dicks.
Fucking dicks.
Alright,
Is
I'm gonna go in
everything
the
okay?
house. I'm just gonna go I'm in the house.
No, I'm in the doorway already.
I'm
You can't
in.
just power your way.
I'm in. Alright, go ahead. Let what happens happens. I'm in the house.
No, you're not.
Alrighty.
How is he in? Fucking Jalen was in the doorway.
I'm in the house.
He has to push Jalen aside.
I don't even see my
Jalen
character.
For
and
me,
Grace.
this cleric is coming in. Oh my goodness, why didn't it move these over?
Yeah, I was like, I don't even see my character anywhere.
It didn't move them over.
Can you minimize these fucking the pictures of all of us?
You can do that.
Go
I can't
into
do that.
settings and go to chat avatars and go to player video avatar size and go to names only.
Go into what settings?
Game settings all the way to the right.
Mhm.
Go to chat avatars, player video avatar size, and go to names only.
What a helpful guy.
That shit was annoying me earlier.
Mine's a picture of me from when I was live on video.
Alright, we have
That's
a
funny.
fighter. We have a magic guy. As soon as I can get it.
He's like, ah! Yeah. Calm down up there, Mike North.
That is Chris.
No, you're Chris.
And
Don't call it a comeback.
What?
Alright, there's Clayton.
Hey.
That don't call it a comeback, dude.
Alright. As you approach the house, you see a wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other. And it fills the archway of a stone portcullis. But that is open and is not obstructing your way in.
I'll take a step in if nobody else
Thanks.
does.
I mean,
I'm in.
we can't see over the little gate.
Oh, my bad. There we go. You can see this far in.
Is y'all's
So there's another door.
There's
Is
another
y'all's-
doorway immediately in front of you.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
opening that door.
I'm sorry. Is y'all's map still black?
Yeah,
For
it's
the
still
most
completely
part.
black, but
I'm
Go to the bottom.
opening that
You
door,
have to
Brody.
zone out.
test the door for any booby traps.
No, I just want to open it. Don't even let him test it. I'm opening it.
Alright. You open it.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
Um,
Okay, I see now.
And it opens into a wide foyer. You open these oaken doors, double doors, in a kind of grand entryway, and you see a entryway, or basically an entry room in front of you.
Hello.
On the south wall, there is a shield emblazoned with what appears to be a family coat of arms. And on each side, it's flanked by framed portraits of some aristocrats, well dressed. A couple of them look like the children you saw outside. There are mahogany framed
Navi.
double doors leading to the north.
Rich mahogany.
How old do the portraits look? Are they like real old, or about the same age as the children, or?
Everything looks relatively well maintained. Not
You cut out again, bud.
there
You
is
cut out.
no. Oh my goodness. It doesn't look to have aged dramatically.
It looks.
That whole
it
thing.
looks like what?
That whole
It
thing was
looks about right as far as age goes.
Okay, awesome. Never mind.
Yep.
I'll enter the foyer hallway area, and kind of place the side of my metal head against the door there, and see if I can hear what would sound like what children would describe as a monster.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna be making monster noises behind him.
You
And
remember what I
infernal.
said about active hindrances?
I'm gonna speak infernal. See if it can understand me in there.
Oh, did I put 2 spaces in there?
No, but your R and slash were backwards.
That's it.
dead.
How can an R be backwards, Brody?
What?
Is
All
that
right.
right? Came to the side.
You
Jalen, you can write a backwards R.
hear anything coming from
It's a lie.
I can't hear anything. What?
on the other side of that door?
Okay.
What does he hear?
Nothing.
Oh.
I cannot hear anything on the other side of the door. Shall we continue?
I walk up into the room behind him. Chris is still outside.
I should be in there.
Gotten swallowed up by the mist and died.
Move your character.
I can't click him. He's under the name.
1 second. Let me make sure you can click him. And yeah, I gave you control. Oh, you moved him. Nice. Okay.
Said nothing.
He was under the nameplate. I couldn't see him. I was already in there.
Oh. All right.
I will open the door.
All right.
Skeet.
What you see in front of you is a wide hall, which appears to run the
The
Which appears to what?
It appears to run the.
What does it appear to
that
do?
sounds safe. Brody.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Brody, what the hell, man?
Dude, I can't help it. I'm
Computer
so
shut?
pissed off.
Yep.
Can you
Chris's
hear me?
computer just
Mhm.
randomly started updating.
Fucking hell.
Windows.
We're really
gonna
good
get-
at this.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I'm going to give Jalen control of Chris's character for the time being.
It's a lot of power.
All right. You can move both of those now.
He charges in and dies.
Oh, God. I'm so pissed off at my connection right now.
Dude, I know how you feel. My computer just crashed. Just like 5 minutes ago. Fucking annoying.
So, the hall appears to run the width of the house. On the north end is a black marble fireplace, and on the south end is a red marble staircase carrying on up to the next floor. Mounted on the walls above the fireplace are
Or?
That was good.
images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
So
And
there
that's
are
what you can
images,
see from here.
images
There's
of
images of that
vines.
shit on the wall.
Yeah, carved into the walls are images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
I'll just take a couple steps in. Just look at it.
Look at the room as
Yeah, room as the whole, and see if there's, you know, anything out of place, any signs of a struggle anywhere, you know, anything.
Good thing.
Yep. Roll a perception check.
Let me double check my perception.
It's probably not true.
Hey, where'd my character go?
Where did your character go?
Pure garbage.
Trump has been impeached, bro. Yo.
All right. Let's give Clayton back control of another character.
What up? What up?
These characters down there.
I see it. Yeah. No, I just put it back in there.
That's what I'm at.
Oh yeah. All right. All right. Oh, sorry. You can also see
What?
this area. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna just be walking around. I'm gonna open this door up.
All right. You're gonna just open the door.
I'm just gonna swing that door open, bro.
It's an oak paneled room that looks like a hunter's den. You can see on the south wall a stag's head mounted over a fireplace, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. There are 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs, and an oak table between them, supporting a cask of wine. There's a chandelier in the middle of the room, and a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs on the...
Hey, Maybell, Cece, come here.
There are
Chill.
2 cabinets against the walls.
Relax.
Are the
Okay.
cabinets closed?
Yes, they do appear to be closed.
But they're just like
Open them.
glass cabinets, right? They got like doors on them and
Or
shit.
they're
Or
not.
just,
They're
like,
not glass.
all
They're
wood.
wooden.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're entirely wooden with doors on
And
the
they
front.
locked?
The one on the north is not locked. It
Oh.
holds a small box containing a deck of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses.
All right.
Is
I
the
put
one
that
on
deck
the-
of playing cards in my pocket.
You can add that to your inventory if you like.
So you're saying the other one is the other one locked or not locked?
The other one does appear to be locked. It's sporting a padlock on the front.
Mm-hmm. Well, my mace probably will work as a key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely. Are you aiming for the lock or the cabinet itself?
The lock.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack for me.
Give me 1 second. Let me check. Attack actions mace to hit is +3 by the looks of it.
Easy enough. Go ahead.
Roll damage.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh,
Well, it seems to be a solid hit, but being a lock of actual iron, you can see you like kind of bent one of the ends of the padlock out of place, but it's not like quite broken yet.
Does it look
If you
weaker?
wanted, you guys could try. Like,
If it looks weak,
yeah, it looks weak. And if you guys wanted to continue just trying at this until you broke it, I would say that's fine.
Yeah.
Because your hit definitely did seem to have an impact on it that led you to believe it could be broken.
My computer just crashed again. I'm on my phone right now.
Because you like definitely saw you made a dent in it, I would say you could definitely just keep whacking at it until it was broken, because you know you have the physical strength to actually damage it. And once it breaks open, the door comes swinging open. A heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand, and 20 bolts for each.
All right.
What are the bolts made out of?
Wood and what appears to be steel or iron.
Oh. Does anyone use crossbows or something?
so it's gonna be difficult.
Huh?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll restore the pages, but in the meantime, I'm also gonna try and fix my computer, just because this is the second time it's crashed tonight.
No worries.
Because this is getting, difficult.
Mm-hmm. So you have these crossbows in front of you. You've explored a decent portion of what appears to be the first floor of this mansion.
Mayvel.
I say we look upstairs or try and find our way into the cellar.
All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
On the way out, unless somebody picked them up, Grounds will pick up the bolts for the light crossbow.
Alrighty, there you can just add 20 crossbow bolts. The bolts are all similar size. It's just the device which fires them that
Right. I
like
already
there's
have
some
a light
slight
crossbow.
variance.
All right. Yeah, I already have a light crossbow, so I don't know.
We're back.
Yep, you get 20 extra crossbow bolts basically.
Sounds great.
So you proceed your way into the upper hall. There are unlit oil lamps mounted on the walls, and hanging above the mantelpiece on the north side of the room
No.
is a wood frame portrait
No.
of
Come here.
two adults and their smiling children. Again, the same children you saw outside. Cradled in the father's arms, is a swaddled baby, and you can see in the mother's eyes a hint of scorn or anger. There are suits of armor, which flank wooden doors in the east and west walls, and each suit of armor clutches a spear. They have visored helms, shaped like a wolf's head. And the doors have carving depicting dancing children.
Grounds will walk up to one of these armors and like compare sizes. Is it plate armor?
It does appear to resemble plate armor, but on closer inspection, it looks ornamental.
Damn.
Also, the red that started on the first floor continues winding upwards.
Shall we search this area?
Can you put my character back in, Brody?
It's in there. He's
Where?
he's in area 2A or 2. Oh wait, you can't see those. Yep.
Looks like a fucking clam.
I say we check the door on the south.
Also, just so you know, when I reference things, the house is turned sideways, so bottom is actually west. But like, if you say south, I'll know what you mean.
Yeah.
I agree.
Alrighty. You guys go to check the door?
Yes.
Yeah, I pushed that door wide open.
Alright. You walk in, and what you see is a large room, just as wide as the one you came from, maybe slightly longer. From your perception depth-wise.
Alright.
Basically, it's a slightly bigger room.
I get that.
Gossamer drapes cover the windows.
What is gossamer?
And I have no clue what gossamer is, actually. There is a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. There are
Strahd.
upholstered chairs lining the walls. And the walls, again, have carvings depicting beautiful men, women, and children singing in a harp on the southeast side. And there are alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers that adorn the mantelpiece above the fireplace on the south side.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was gone for part of that. What's this thing here?
That's a harp.
Okay, creepy. I don't think this room has any significance. But someone else could check it. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Hey guys, I hate to be this guy, but my computer's crashing again.
It's no worry. Honestly, my connection's been pissing me off. So if we wanted to continue this with our next session, we could.
True.
You guys don't mind? You know, I hate to be the guy that
No,
ends it
it's
early.
absolutely fine.
When did we start this?
Like it's
7-ish.
That's a good session, bro.
Yeah, it's